Okay guys, the next part of the rolling series is your hamstrings. And I'm sitting on my bench, and it's a very deep bench, and it's hard. And you want to pick a surface in your house, something in your house where there's a hard surface and not soft and squishy, to give you that leverage to press in up into the muscle. So if you don't have a bench or a hard chair, you could even sit on a table. You want to be deep enough so that whatever you're sitting on is right up to your knee. So you don't want to be too shallow on something, because then you can't get half of the hamstring. So you're going to sit deeply back on whatever surface you have in your house. You're going to pick a ball. I'm going to use this guy, and you're going to put it under your hamstring, and then you're just going to move around on the surface, and you're going to scan the area, like where is there the most resistance. And on me, I'm finding it right kind of mid muscle. So you're going to compress there and just hold it for at least a minute and just relax on that surface. And the beauty of this is the body weight does all the work. Your leg pressing into the ball does all the work. You don't have to try to force anything. It's just dead weight and at least a minute of your time on each point. So if you're tight all over the hamstring, then pick 2, 3, 4 points. Then you're gonna move on to another point. So you're gonna kind of move around and hit another section, and then just hold that and compress that. Very simple. Then when you're done, you're going to change. You're going to do the same thing. So if you've done 2, 3 points on the left leg, you're going to do 2, 3 points on the right leg. If you have more time and you want to do more, you can go ahead and do that. And you're going to move around. On this guy, it's a little bit lower on me. It's kind of closer to the knee. I'm just gonna let that sit and settle and hold that. And then once I've held it for about a minute or two, I'm gonna move on. The other thing you can do is when it's pressing, you can also straighten your knee and give it what's called the pin and stretch. So it's compressing into the muscle, and then you are moving the joint through the range and stretching the hamstring, which just gets different fibers. So it's a really good alternative. And the other thing you want to do is get the ball right ahead of your sits bones. So you're going to put it right up to where your sit bone is, and then you're going to compress right where that attachment is, because the hamstring attaches right at the sit bone. So you want to get right up into that attachment, and usually there can be referral pain going down your leg with this. I'm feeling the whole region of my hamstring light up, and it's coming and shooting into my knee. So I'm going to just hold that for as long as I can handle, because it is uncomfortable. And you can also move around a little bit on that point and get teeter kind of back and forth. Now, if I go over more on this sort of cheek where it's closer to the outside of my thigh, I'm feeling like a little bit of like a burning sensation, which lets me know the fascia is really restricted there. So I am going to hang out there and just compress it. So you just have to fiddle around, guys. I just wanted to show you the basic idea. Hard surface, ball, time. Something where your legs can bend. Ideally, you're not sitting down with your legs straight. It sort of takes the leverage out, especially around the lower hamstrings. So you want to be on something where your legs are bent, and then you can move your knee through a range.